It actually tastes like gingerbread dough. It actually does. Those are good. Those are so good. God damn it. Can't be left alone with these things. What is going on, my friends? Welcome to today's video. I was gonna say good morning, but it's not the morning. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I really wish that I had a Santa hat for this video. I left that back in Calgary at my family's house. So here we are, here we are making our first holiday treats of 2020 without a Santa hat. So forgive me, but I hope that you guys are as excited for this video as I am. These are gonna be simple because I'm not Betty Crocker, so I just want it to be simple. I want them to be healthy. Minimal ingredients is preferred, and lower sugar and carb, macro friendly. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video because we're making some healthy peppermint cocoa truffles and some gingerbread bites. They're no bake. So there's gonna be minimal ingredients in here. I'm gonna go through everything, go over everything that I'm using, and I'm gonna put the ingredients on the screen, make it super simple for you guys just to follow along and make this recipe on your own. The whole recipe is gonna be written down in the description box as well for you to screenshot and try on your own. So this is actually gonna be really, really fast because we have a food processor. It's plugged in. We have a food processor and there's no baking involved. So it's pretty much just put everything in a bowl, roll it up, and call it a day. I just want some treat. Now, I found recipes similar on Pinterest, but the way that I live my life is I'll see something, but I won't follow the instructions. I'll just do it my own way. The goal is to make it taste good, and I'm gonna promise you that it's gonna taste good. So we're gonna fake it until we make it taste good. All right, you guys, the first ingredient, the main ingredient, is going to be Mejidool dates. Now make sure that you pit your dates because you don't want a surprise or to mess up your food processor. You are going to need a food processor or a really good blender, so that is up to you. I just got this small, like Black & Decker one off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks, definitely less than 25. So it's been doing the job. Now I have 8 in here, pitted. We're going to put everything into our food processor and then we're just going to blend it. First things first, we need our cinnamon. That's cinnamon in my own language, which is gibberish. So what we're gonna do here is take 1/4 a teaspoon. And what I'm gonna do is add in another 1/8 of everything and make sure to do it evenly around the food processor. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in just a handful of pecans. The majority of pecans are going to be on the outside. Yes, I'm so excited for that. But we just want a little bit of texture in there as well. Now, one thing that we are gonna keep seeing is that it's quite sticky. So to help with that, and again, just give it a little bit of texture, I'm going to add a tablespoon of almond flour. That is helping a lot. All right, well, that made it really easy for us. So what we're gonna do is take our dough out once everything has been blended all together. We have our mixture right here. And what we're gonna do is start rolling it into balls. And you guys, we're more than halfway there. How simple was that? So this looks delicious. Look at all that texture in there. We have the pecans, we have a little bit of the almond flour, the cinnamon. It just smells so, so good. And I'm gonna start rolling them into balls. So we just want them to be little bite-sized balls. I think that looks perfect. Amazing. All right, so what we're gonna do here now, just because my pecans are chunks, but they are still quite big, is I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of pecans into my food processor so that we can roll the balls into the pecans. It actually tastes like gingerbread dough. It actually does. Those are good. Those are so good. God damn it. Can't be left alone with these things. So I just took like 10 photos of them. And now I put them on a small plate, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge. Because they are made of dates and it's like a paste, I do want them to firm up just a little bit, just so that it's not so soft. But the taste here, the gingerbread dough, it's on point. Now this does have a little bit higher carb and sugar just because of the dates. As you can see, we didn't add anything else in there. So this this recipe is going to be a little bit higher in carbs, and then the next recipe that I'm going to show you is going to be higher in protein. All right, you guys, now we're going to get into our super simple, I should say super hard and complex peppermint cocoa truffles. Now, these are going to be the main ingredients that I'm using. So I have a chocolate vegan protein, so this recipe is going to be plant-based. So this is my favorite. It's so good. It's not chalky. And whatever protein you use, I do recommend a plant-based because it's going to be thicker and it's going to act as like a base, whereas whey would more make it kind of like a paste because it is a little bit thinner. So I do recommend a plant-based protein. You don't have to use chocolate. You can use whatever flavor and then add cocoa. But if you use whey, I'm not exactly sure how it's going to turn out. So I'm using this guy. I love this. I've been using it for years. And then I'm going to be using some almond butter. I have some peppermint stevia instead of extract. This is going to add a little bit of sweetness. We want to be careful with it. And then we're going to be using some pink salt. We need a little bit of chocolate and salt. I'm also going to be grabbing my cocoa. Here it is. Cocoa nibs, and then instead of crushed candy canes on top, which is a super cute idea, I was gonna do that. I wanted to save us some calories, so I got some Christmas sprinkles, and that's gonna bring the calories and sugar down just a smidgen. So this is gonna be the base of our ingredients. I believe I'm gonna use almond milk as well. Oh, and some chocolate chips, stevia sweetened chocolate chips. Let's just get right in. All right. Base ingredient is our chocolate vegan protein. So we're gonna use a heaping scoop of this guy. Lovely. We're just gonna put all the ingredients in the bowl again. We're gonna make it extra chocolatey. So we're gonna be putting in 2 tablespoons to start of baking cocoa. We're gonna be using 1/4 cup of almond flour. That's also going to help our base here. We're gonna be doing a tablespoon of almond butter, but I do wanna heat this up just so that it can kinda become a little bit more runny. By heating up the almond butter, it's just gonna make it a little bit easier and tackier so that we can make these into balls. Next up, I'm gonna add my peppermint stevia. Again, you can use extract. This is a little bit of a sweetener as well, so just make sure that you go slow. I think that's about good for this whole thing. We'll add more as we need. So we'll put that in to our mixture. 1/4 cup of almond milk. This is just going to be a binder. You can also use water. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of cocoa nibs. This is just going to give it a little bit of a crunch. And then we're going to put in some pink salt because we need it to be a little bit salty. So we'll just make sure that we stir this. All right, let's mix it all up. We will go by the way that it tastes and the way that it looks. I can tell that I'm gonna need a tiny bit more almond milk here. As you can see, it's starting to clump, which is good. We just wanna add the almond milk slowly or it'll be too runny, and we want it to be a dough consistency so that we can make the balls. I think we're almost there. We're just gonna need a tiny bit more. perfection. Yes, that is exactly the consistency that we want. It's a perfect truffle. It's going to be light and fluffy, but it's gonna be hard enough to be able to make a ball. Oh gosh, these are gonna be so darn good. Look at this. It looks like a truffle. It looks like a truffle. All right, so here we have our truffles. They look awesome. I'm really happy with the texture. And next we're going to do the coating, which is going to be 2 tablespoons of the dark chocolate lilies. And we're gonna melt that with a little bit of the mint stevia. And then we're going to roll these in it and then roll them in sprinkles. Okay, so we have our chocolate mixture here, and I added a little bit of almond milk just to get it to the desired consistency. We want it to be really like milky so that we can roll our truffles in it. Now this is just the baking chocolate chips and a little bit of almond milk, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more peppermint stevia here. Really getting that peppermint taste in these truffles from the inside out. So I'm using chopsticks because this is hot. You can definitely use your hands, but this is gonna be less messy and less painful. So we're just gonna roll that in the chocolate. And then we have our sprinkles here. I have 2 tablespoons to start. We're gonna roll. Plot twist, guys, we're actually not gonna do that because that's a lot of sprinkles. So we're gonna put this guy, he's really happy because he has a ton of sprinkles over there. We're gonna actually just sprinkle them on top, okay? If you wanna go sprinkle happy, you definitely can, but I was like, actually that's a lot. So, all the chocolate please, but the sprinkles, for me anyways, are just going to be for decoration. So it's gonna look more like this. That's beautiful. Totally depends on your preference. All right, my friends, so that is it for today's video. That is 2 super simple, super delicious, no bake holiday treats. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you do try any of the recipes, make sure that you come back and let me know what you think, because I wanna hear from you guys. If you have your own favorite healthy holiday recipe, there's so many H's in this sentence, then definitely let me know by dropping a comment below, okay? And to finish off this video, I will let you guys know that I am making a holiday hacks calorie guide, and if you guys want to receive that via email, then I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description box for you guys to enter your email and sign up for my newsletter, and that is going to be going out on Monday. So hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for your support and watching today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.